Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Foundation Galactic Frontier content. I'm so excited for you to be here with me today, and today I'm going to show you a port raid. I'm going to show you something really neat, one of the timed events that you can do in the game Foundation Galactic Frontier. This is something that your guild leaders can start and set and kind of set the time for when it's going to happen and when it's going to open, that kind of thing. It is a combined event, which means that everybody in the guild can participate. And what you do is you go, let me show you how to get there so you'll know where it's at. So here you are in your normal, overworld galaxy menu type thing, and you're flying around, blah, blah, blah. You get a notice in your chat that says the port commander's raid is open. So you go to the events channel, and this is once your guild leader or your officers set it. You can go in the events channel and you can look for the different things that are in the event. You have a vault trial, which was super cool because it allowed you the ability to unlock Eva. She's a really good hero. I like her a lot. I'm putting a lot of effort into her right now. You've got other events, Project Daybreak, which is where you're climbing up the ladder trying to get the power to unlock your third starship. You can see I'm almost there. I'm getting there. I'm getting close. You've got the Shatter Faith event, where you defeat shrines, earn faith marks, and claim generous rewards. Basically, it's everybody on the server competing or working together to complete tasks. We've only got one more left. 7,000 out of 10,000. All servers defeat 10,000 level any shrines, and then you can go exchange your tokens for goodies. That's cool. You've got the 8-day login thing. As you can see, our server's been live for 6 days. Yeah, we're on our 7th day right now. And then at the 8th day, you get your free stellar flagship Demerzel. Sorry. And then if you miss a day, I don't know what happens, but I ain't missing a day because I want this sexy beast right here. I want to look flying around with that. The next thing is the port raid, and you can see there's a little icon on there saying, hey, look at me, I'm live. You can go here and you can do this. We're at a level 2 star in Fern, and we're going to do the port raid there. If we look at the rewards, you can see that based on how much damage you do in the event is where you rank, and those are the rewards you're going to get. Sorry, having trouble talking today. Haven't had enough coffee. Oh my God. But based on how much damage you do is where you place, and this will be the rewards that you get at the end of the event. And it's going to be your highest single damage. So you have multiple attempts, and whatever your attempt is that gives you the most damage, that's going to be the reward that you get. There's varying different levels. We have level 1 planet. You can see I did a highest single damage of 1.2 million on that one. A level 1 star, highest single damage of 1.08 mil. A level 2 planet, I did a highest single damage of 1.6 mil. Got these rewards. And then now we're on a level 2 star. And I'm going to attack it right now, and I'm going to show you. As the Commerce Guild, you get a reward as well based on how much damage you do as a guild. And the bottom ranking of this is 57 million to 285 million. Right now, the event just started, so we've only done 27.4 million damage to him so far. But we have quite a long timer for everybody to get in there and do their turns and add to the damage. And hopefully we'll climb up in here somewhere where we can get these sweet, sweet rewards. Definitely want these guild vouchers to be able to buy stuff in the store. You want these legendary training manuals to be able to level up your heroes, and then resources. You're always going to need resources. So hopefully, as everybody participates, it'd be nice if we can get to that greater than 1.42 billion mark. We got a long ways to go before we can be that strong, I think, but we're getting there and we're growing fast. So we're gonna eventually get there. Uh, you can see here on the port raid for this one, we have 21 hours and 35 minutes left. Whenever the leadership sets the time for it to start, it will have 22 hours. And I'm not sure if through your technology in your guild you can increase that time. I'm not sure, but that would be interesting to see. Next, we have a level 3 planet one that opens in a day from now, 24 hours from now. I don't know if we have to actually control a planet to be able to select it as the port for the target, but that's what's coming up on our future. Right now we have, let's look at this tab, rankings. So right now in our guild, we can see our rankings, and you can see some of our really sexy members here. They all carry the SOF tag, Soldier of Fortune. Fadar, C Hamar, Meat, Zoe, BCL, Shireen, Honey Badger, Criminal Haze, Vexus, Trojan, Lady Graves, Elder, Nesh, Hella, and I Gary G. Those are the ones that have attacked so far. And this is their listing for single target damage, best single damage. Let's look at total damage. So see what this means is one attack, their best attack, that was their best damage. So you can kind of gauge yourself on this list to see where you rank and see how you do. Total damage dealt, well, that looks to be the same thing. So I don't know. That's weird. The stats on that are not reporting correctly, I don't think. I don't know. Hard to tell. The raid log, it can, this may be just for leadership. I'm not sure if everybody can see this, but you can see that when everybody hits it, how much damage they did. See if they land a critical hit. That's really neat. And see when everybody attacked and who's participating. This is helpful for leadership because promotions are a thing for members in a guild, and you want to make sure that you keep promoting the people to the higher ranks of the guild that are actually participating, that are helping add their effort to the totals for the guild to do the best it can do, because it's all about the team in a guild, and the more we work together, the better results and rewards we all get as a group. So this is really helpful for leadership. So let's go in and let's do a raid. I want to look at this one right here though real quick, because this is Commerce Guild admins only. And this is where I'm just going to give you a little peek behind the scenes in case you ever want to create your own guild or whatever, so you'll know what's available for you. We have activated effects during the event, and you can see our buffs that we have going. You earn those, so it's kind of through your efforts as a guild that you get the ability to use these. And then you can see how you can schedule the start times and all that. And then the leaders of the guild have the ability to click this and schedule the start. So that's kind of a little peek behind the curtain of guild leadership to kind of help you see what's available to the leaders to be able to set these events up. There is some thought that went into this from the developers of the game, and it's super cool because scheduling times that everybody in your guild can be there to participate is really important, because like our guild is a multinational guild. We have USA, we have France, we have Germany, we have European, Asian, we have all kinds of people in our guild. So trying to figure out a time that you're most active for your guild is super important for leadership. All right, let's go in and let's hit it. I'm going to take my team in that I think is my best team. I'm still learning, so if I suck at this, please don't laugh. I mean, you can laugh if you want to, but I'm learning, man, so just bear with me here. He has 67% of his damage left, 67 million out of 100 million, and I think we break him. I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah, let's do it. Raid. I get to choose my team, and you can quick deploy and let the game select who it thinks you ought to bring into the battle. That was basically the same team I had set up, except for it had it in a different order. and that's the team I'm going to take in. These are my best ones I've got right now. I'm really tempted to swap her out for him because he is a kinetic as well as these other two, and my bonuses are kind of centered around kinetic bonuses. So I'm tempted to take her out, even though she is stronger than him. So overall damage might be better with her in there. I don't know. The next one, I may swap this out and try it and see if the same type of heroes together give me a better bonus potential. Because if you'll look at each one of your heroes, you'll see they have a little icon right up at the top left of their portrait, and that stands for kinetic, ion, whatever the other one was. I can't remember right offhand, but that's the type of hero that they are. And their bonuses and their skills will relate to that. So like this hero right here for me, she does bonuses to kinetic type people. This one does bonuses to the ion or whatever this one was. This hero does bonuses to kinetic again. So I think having a match of the same type of hero in your party would probably be beneficial, but it does also depend on level and advancement and power as well. And quick deploy will select whatever the game thinks is best, and then you can just obviously go in there and tweak that yourself. Let me change her out and put him in and see what my power level is. So squad rating is 21,761 with these three selected. And even though they carry the same type and related bonuses, the game is still telling me that if I change him out and put her in there, it's still stronger. So, but not by much, though. So I'm going to test this one, and then I'm going to put him in as the same type hero and see what happens. So, like I said, I'm still learning. So if you know a bunch of stuff that I don't know, please feel free to put it in the comments and say, hey, idiot, you did this wrong. You should do this instead. Because I would love to hear that. I know I've got some members in the guild that are really powerful and really strong, and they obviously know a lot more than me. And if you can share your tips and tricks to people watching this video, that would be great, because we can help the community do better as a whole and help me do better. Oh my God, I want to be stronger like some of those other people in my guild. I've got some whales in there, boys. So let's go. So you get, I think, 4 attempts. And what I've found from doing this is my strategy is I like to get right up in its face and get as close as I can and not really worry about moving around too much, because I've found that the more you move, that is the less time that you're actually attacking. So, yes, there are drops that happen that you can move and pick up, and they may increase your power, and that could cause you to do more damage. But I have found so far that in the long run, just staying put and just hammering it will end up giving you the best score you can get. If you waste your time killing all these little ads that are coming in, then that's less time you're doing damage to the boss. You know what I mean? So while I may be wrong on that, I kind of think that that's the smart play. Every now and then there will be like little drops that happen that if you run over there and get them could increase your power for a limited amount of time. That could actually cause your power to go up higher. But like I said, from my initial attempts at this, I've only done this port raid like 4 times now, I think, and I seem to get better scores when I just stay put and focus my damage on the boss always. Just focus on the boss, because this is the port commander right here that I'm facing, and he is the one that I'm trying to do the damage to. You can see my totals are going up as I do damage. And obviously it was a new record because that was the first one I did. So each time you do it, you get these rewards. Okay. 929k damage. Let's test that theory that I had earlier with my heroes. Whoops. I accidentally exited the event. Oh no, I only get 1 attempt on this one. Wow. Okay. Well, The other one that I did, I had like 4 attempts. And I don't know why I only get 1 attempt on this one, but oh well, I guess that was as good as I'm going to be able to do with that first attack, and I'm not going to get to test it anymore. We don't have the buff unlocked yet, but as we count down, we'll be able to unlock these chests for all the members. You can see that, when we get them unlocked, they can come back in here if they participated and collect it, and they'll get guild voucher, legendary training manual, and resource chest. And then this last one, they'll get the same thing again. So these are good rewards. Don't forget to come back in here and collect your rewards. I guess for this one, I only get 1 attempt. Like I said, some of the other ones I did, I had like 4 attempts, and I had the chance to try to do better, and my best result was recorded. Now, obviously, the strength of your heroes and the leveling of their skills and their rarity level and their advancement level is going to play into how much damage you do. I didn't do so great because, like I said in some of my other videos, I am not a spender. I'm a free-to-play player. And so that kind of limits my strength in a way. But that's okay because that's kind of my thing. I'm going to come at this in a way where I'm trying to figure out what's efficient and for free-to-play people what to do to actually compete and be relevant without having to spend thousands of dollars. You're going to have to put in a lot of sweat to get to a place where you're relevant and you can actually compete. But it as I've seen in other games, it is possible to a certain degree. Yes, people that open their wallets are going to be the ones that are doing this top level damage because they paid for it and they deserve it. If they're going to throw down their money to feed the developers like that, they deserve to be at the top end. Me personally, I'm a free to play for now. I probably will spend on this game later, but for right now, I want to go ahead and come at this in a free-to-play mindset so I can try to figure out efficient tactics to use because I just love to do that. And when I start spending, that kind of ruins that for me. So that was my result, 929k damage for the first one, so I get these rewards. Wah, wah, wah. I didn't get any of this good stuff. Oh, that's the thing that sucks. About struggling to be relevant as a free-to-play. You end up being on the bottom of the totem pole. As the guild now, you can see that we've went up 35 million. We were at like 28 million when I looked a minute ago. So as more people participate, we're getting there, and we're just about to break the level of the first level of rewards. So that's really cool. I don't see a counter going down anywhere that will allow me another attempt. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. So yeah, I don't know. You see the ones we beat in the past though. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see as it goes on. We'll see if our list has changed. I'm at number 15 on the list. Not so great, but I'm getting there. I'll get there. I promise. If you like this content, I'd appreciate it if you'd think about subscribing and liking this video. One subscription and 1 like can really do a lot for me, a lot more than you'd realize, to help get my content out there to a bigger audience so we can hopefully increase the player base of the game and have more people to interact with. Help the developers be more successful. That can all happen through YouTube content and stuff like this and your participation. So I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. It's the weekend. Go have some fun. Play some of this game, Foundation Galactic Frontier. It's really cool. I hope you enjoy it. Let's be good to each other. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Coming soon. Peace.